Segret, go ahead.
Yeah, again, I'm Segret Dawson. Really, I don't care how anybody takes it. Regardless of status, white folks in Tampa have no problem reminding black people that y'all ain't gonna see us as anything other than niggas. And in Tampa, when I talk about some of y'all white folks, I'm saying like those high bench sitting crackers that are across the street over in the 13th Judicial Circuit, they can't stand black men like me. Part of the problem is, they love compliant Negroes. They don't like, especially the ones who love to mimic their talking points and smile nice and shuffle and bootlick and even let Master Buck break them for a pat on the head, some crumbs off his table, or even a couple of trinkets of silver or gold. Naturally, you all know I don't fit that mold. All you gotta do is Google me. And I know that a lot of crackers across the street hate it. And I got a problem with some of you all just letting this stuff go by.
Mr. Segret, I'm sorry. I know I went, a couple of them went by, but the racial epithets, I would appreciate if you paraphrase those for us to keep the chamber in order.
Okay, can I say stinking skin white people?
We have kids in the chamber.
All right. So you want me to calibrate my speech? That's real interesting considering I was
Can
willing
you add
to die.
1 minute for the time that give him an extra minute for time.
All right, we're gonna do it. We'll do it your way. So. Which is interesting again. Part of the problem is in the fact that I live in a county, by the way, and I don't know if you all drive or move around, there's a 90-foot Confederate flag out there. We talking about me calling people using certain racial epithets, which is funny. Our music now is littered with it, right, people? When you say nigga, that's okay, but I can't say. Well, listen, let's just call it what it is. I live in a county with a 90-foot Confederate flag at I-4. They actually change it from time to time. And I may disagree with the flag, but I do remember when I took that oath to support and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic, remember? You can go look at my 214 also. So keep that in mind. And what I asked your attorney to do the other week was to look into my allegations about these people. But again, I don't sauce step, I speak the law. And they hate it. I'm unwavering. I'm going to stay that way. And as a veteran, I know that I've earned mine. Now, Rev knows, like Moses in that book that y'all thump a lot, God hardened Pharaoh's heart, right? Despite what the truth was, he hardened their heart. And I'm not likening myself to Moses or any other great people that may have been depicted in that book, but I've walked these steps on my own. And I'm clear with what I say. And I'm actually the same guy that's taking on the Department of Revenue for their violations in the child support area. I whipped your judge and your cop who falsely accused me of perjury. And I've taken on, recently law firms like Oscar Rowe Basquill, Banker, Gassler, Lopez, Butler, Weimiller, Katz, and Craig, and they are so unethical. They're like pettifoggers. You know what that is, right, attorney? They're like pettifoggers. They use these dubious tactics to try to get by, but they get help from white judges like Judge Emily Ann Peacock and Paul Huey. And of course, we know what Greg Holder tried to do to me, but was unsuccessful. I only wonder how many black folks who didn't have my wherewithal that they sent up the road falsely. That being said, I had to go off a little bit because of the councilman's suggestion to me, although I do find it disrespectful considering until you all talk about that flag, don't talk about words. And listen, we don't have to agree with what people say from time to time, and I'm not saying that I agree with everything that I've seen people wear on their shirts or on their clothing, but I respect their right to use the First Amendment. We like to pick and choose when the Constitution applies, especially when black folks are the ones who want to use it. That being said, shout out to the greatest institution of higher learning in this city, the University of Thomas Jefferson High School. Y'all take care.
Thank you. Robin Lockett, followed by Islay Irvin.